Many people throw these coins away, not realizing they could be holding a hidden fortune. Moneybag, the 1989 Lincoln 1-cent coin hides secrets, minting mysteries, and errors that can shock collectors worldwide. From rare double dies to missing mint marks, every detail on this coin could mean real money. Magnifying glass tilted left, stay till the end, because by the time this video finishes, you'll never look at your 1989 penny the same way again. Welcome back to your favorite channel, Coin X4, where we explore the hidden world of rare and valuable coins that might be sitting right in your pocket change. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most interesting and mysterious coins from the United States, the 1989 1-cent Lincoln coin. At first glance, it looks like just another penny, but behind its copper surface lies a fascinating story about minting, design, and hidden treasures. The 1989 penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. In this video, we'll explore every detail about its design, composition, mint marks, production numbers, possible errors, and how collectors determine its real market value. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you might discover that you already have one of these rare gems sitting in your home. The 1989 1-cent coin features the legendary portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, on its obverse side. This design was created by Victor David Brenner, an artist whose initials VDB were famously added to earlier Lincoln pennies. The portrait shows Lincoln facing right, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" above his head, "Liberty" to the left, and the year 1989 to the right. The design reflects the deep respect America has for Lincoln's leadership and values. The level of detail in his face, beard, and clothing shows the precision of the minting process, even though billions of these coins were made. Every curve and shine of this coin holds history in its metal dot. On the reverse side of the coin, we find the majestic Lincoln Memorial, which appeared on all U.S. 1-cent coins from 1959 until 2008. This monument design was created by Frank Gasparo, another brilliant U.S. mint engraver. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln seated in the center of the memorial, just like in the real monument in Washington, D.C. The words "United States of America" curve along the top, with the national motto "E pluribus unum" below it, meaning out of many, one. The denomination 1 cent appears boldly at the bottom. This design symbolizes unity, strength, and honor, the core values that Lincoln himself stood for. The 1989 penny was minted in 3 major U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint coins do not have a mint mark, while Denver coins feature a small D below the date, and the San Francisco mint coins carry an S mint mark, primarily for proof sets. The total mintage for the 1989 Lincoln cent reached over 12 billion coins, making it one of the highest production years in the series. Despite such massive numbers, certain error coins from this year have become incredibly valuable to collectors. These include double die errors, off-center strikes, and die cracks, each adding a unique story and potential value boost to the coin. The composition of the 1989 Lincoln penny is another key detail. Earlier pennies before 1982 were made mostly of copper, but from 1982 onward, the U.S. Mint changed the material due to rising copper prices. The 1989 coin is made of 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper plating, giving it that classic shiny reddish tone when new. However, over time, the zinc core can cause corrosion or bubbling under the copper layer, which sometimes leads people to mistake normal wear for mint errors. This is why it's so important for collectors to know the difference between a true minting error and simple age-related damage. When it comes to errors and varieties, the 1989 Lincoln cent holds some fascinating examples. One of the most sought-after varieties is the 1989 D double die obverse, where Lincoln's face or the inscriptions like "Liberty" or "In God We Trust" appear slightly doubled. Some rare off-center strikes also exist, where the coin design is misaligned during minting, leaving part of the coin blank. Another collectible variety is the die break or cud error, where a piece of the die breaks and leaves a raised lump on the coin surface. Depending on how rare and visible these errors are, such coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions. Even ordinary 1989 pennies in perfect condition, known as uncirculated or mint state MS coins, can have significant value for collectors. For example, a 1989 D penny graded MS-68, read by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, once sold for over $3,000. The color grade, red, RD, red-brown, RB, or brown BN, also impacts the value. Coins with their original brilliant red shine are much rarer because they were well preserved. So, if you have a shiny 1989 penny that looks brand new, it might be worth getting it graded. You never know how valuable it could be. Let's talk about proof coins, which are high-quality versions made especially for collectors. The 1989 S-proof Lincoln cent was struck at the San Francisco Mint with a mirror-like finish and frosted details. These coins were never meant for circulation and were sold only in collector sets. Proof coins show the artistry and precision of minting at its finest. Every feature is crisp, and the shine is like a mirror. If you find a proof coin in your collection, especially one that remains sealed and untarnished, it can be a real collector's treasure. Another interesting fact about the 1989 penny is how it connects to the long history of the Lincoln cent series. Introduced in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday, it became the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. The switch from the wheat design, 1909 to 1958, to the Lincoln Memorial, 1959 to 2008, marked an important evolution. The 1989 coin stands as part of that second era, a symbol of America's continued respect for Lincoln's legacy. It also represents the last 2 decades before the design changed again in 2009 to celebrate his 200th birthday. Collectors and historians alike find the 1989 penny fascinating not only because of its potential value but also because it tells a story about American life in the late 20th century. Each coin passed through countless hands, maybe used to buy candy, newspapers, or a soda, becoming a small part of everyday history. Holding one is like holding a time capsule, connecting us to the people and economy of that year. This emotional connection adds meaning beyond its face value. Today, coin collectors continue to search rolls and old jars of pennies, hoping to find a rare 1989-era coin hiding among them. With patience and knowledge, anyone can become a coin hunter and discover the thrill of numismatics. The key is observation. Check every letter, number, and edge carefully. Small imperfections could be signs of minting mistakes that turn a 1-cent coin into a collector's dream worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. So, next time you find a 1989 penny, don't just ignore it. Examine it closely. You might be holding a coin that's part of American history and possibly worth much more than you think. Whether it's the color, mint mark, or a special error, every detail counts. Remember, knowledge is your biggest tool in coin collecting. Thank you for watching this detailed exposé of coins that most people overlook every single day. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history of the 1991 Lincoln 1-cent coin, also known as the 1991 penny. Though it might seem like a common copper-colored coin, the truth is that this year's penny has many interesting facts, hidden minting mysteries, and valuable varieties that can make collectors' hearts race. In this video, we'll explore everything from its design and composition to the mint marks, production numbers, and error varieties that can turn a simple 1-cent coin into a mini fortune. So stay with us till the end, and don't forget you're watching CoinX4, where every coin tells a story. The 1991 1-cent coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, facing to the right. This design was created by Victor David Brenner and has been used since 1909. Above Lincoln's head are the words "In God We Trust," symbolizing the faith and unity of the nation. To the left is the word "Liberty," and to the right, the date 1991, with a mint mark below the date depending on where the coin was made. Even though billions of pennies were minted that year, each one still carries historical meaning, celebrating more than a century of Lincoln's legacy in American currency. On the reverse side, you can see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which replaced the original wheat ears reverse design in 1959. When you look closely, you'll notice a tiny figure of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial, a detail that often goes unnoticed by casual observers. Around the top are the words United States of America, followed by the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. The denomination 1 cent appears boldly at the bottom. Every line and shadow in this design represents unity, strength, and respect for the nation's values. Something that makes even the smallest coin a powerful symbol. The 1991 penny was minted at 3 major locations in the U.S. mint system: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S, for proof coins. The mintage numbers are impressive. Over 5 billion coins from Philadelphia, 4.9 billion from Denver, and around 3 million proof coins from San Francisco. This huge production means that most 1991 pennies are common in circulation. However, as with most coins, minting errors and rare varieties can drastically change a coin's value. Collectors pay special attention to small details like misaligned strikes, die cracks, or doubled letters that make certain coins far more valuable. The composition of the 1991 Lincoln penny is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This change happened in 1982, when the U.S. Mint stopped making coins from solid copper to save costs. Because of this, 1991 pennies are much lighter than older ones, only 2.5 grams instead of 3.11 grams. The thin copper layer gives it the same traditional color, but over time, these coins can corrode or develop small bubbles on their surface due to the zinc core. Many people mistake this natural wear for an error, but it's actually a common chemical reaction known as zinc rot. Still, genuine mint errors from 1991 are very real and can be worth a lot of money. Among the most popular 1991 penny errors are the double die obverse, off-center strikes, and broad strikes. The double die obverse shows noticeable doubling in Lincoln's face, the date, or the word liberty. These can fetch anywhere from $100 to $1,000, depending on visibility and condition. Off-center strikes occur when the blank coin is not properly aligned in the minting press, leaving a crescent-shaped blank area on one side. Broad strikes, on the other hand, happen when the coin is struck without the collar that keeps its edges in shape, resulting in a wider coin. These mistakes, though rare, make a regular 1-cent coin a collectible masterpiece. The proof version of the 1991 penny, minted in San Francisco, is another highlight. These coins were specially struck using polished dies and planchets, creating a mirror-like surface and frosted details. They were never released into circulation and came only in collector proof sets. A flawless 1991 S-proof coin graded PR70 DCAM, Deep Cameo, can sell for $50 to $100, depending on the market. These proof coins are a beautiful example of mint craftsmanship. Perfect symmetry, glossy shine, and sharp edges make them prized pieces for serious collectors. Condition plays a massive role in determining the value of a 1991 penny. Coins graded mint state, MS, by PCGS or NGC can range from a few cents to hundreds of dollars. The grading scale runs from MS60 to MS70, with higher grades meaning better preservation. A 1991 D penny graded MS68 red once sold for over $2,000 at auction. The red designation means the coin retains its original copper brilliance, which fades over time due to oxidation. So if your coin looks shiny, reddish, and new, store it properly. It might just be worth more than you think. One interesting detail collectors look for in 1991 pennies is the AM spacing in the word America on the reverse side. Certain years, like 1992 and 1998 to 2000, had rare wide or close AM varieties, but checking your 1991 coins carefully can still help you understand these differences. Knowing how to spot varieties is a skill that grows over time, and videos like this help collectors sharpen their eyes. Every tiny detail, from the letter spacing to the mint mark shape, can tell a different story about a coin's production. Now let's talk about market demand. The 1991 penny, while common, has become a favorite among beginner collectors because it represents the later years of the Lincoln Memorial design. The design lasted for 50 years before being replaced in 2009 by the Lincoln Bicentennial series. Because of this, the 1991 coin is now part of a completed era, giving it historic importance. As more collectors look back to complete sets of Lincoln Memorial cents, the value of pristine examples will only increase. Many 1991 pennies are still found in daily change, old jars, or coin rolls. But the real excitement comes when collectors discover rare mint errors among ordinary coins. Some people have even found coins missing parts of their copper layer, exposing the silvery zinc underneath, known as clad layer missing errors. These coins can sell for hundreds of dollars depending on how much of the copper is missing. This shows how every coin you come across has potential. You just need patience and the right knowledge to identify it. It's amazing how a small coin like the 1991 penny connects generations of collectors. From the historical design honoring Lincoln to the scientific precision behind its creation, this coin represents both art and technology. Each mark, shine, and imperfection carries a story of American minting history. So before you spend that old penny, take a closer look. You might be holding a tiny treasure in your hand. Thank you for watching this full video about the 1991 Lincoln 1-cent coin, right here on CoinX4. We hope you learned something new about its history, mint marks, and hidden collector value. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to support our growing coin family. Also, turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next deep dive into rare and valuable coins. Remember, every coin has a story, and maybe your story is waiting in your pocket right now. Gemstone.